7 thrilling and terrifying mysteries about shrimp. What did giant prehistoric shrimp look like? How scary is the most dangerous shrimp in the world? And how terrible is the mystery of the death punch of the crayfish? Wildlife adventure, hello guys! Today's video will help you answer all about shrimp. So let's watch the whole video today to discover a lot of interesting knowledge. Dear friends, as we all know, shrimps are widespread and can be found in most of the coasts and estuaries, as well as inland rivers and lakes. Moreover, shrimp is also a favorite dish in luxurious restaurant meals or rustic meal of many families. However, the type of shrimp still have many mysteries that we must not have discovered yet. So in today's video, I invite you to join Wildlife Adventure to find out how the shrimp have hidden surprises. First, let's learn about the giant prehistoric squid shrimp. We all know that in prehistoric times, every animal had a huge shape, in which shrimp is no exception with a size that scares many people. We go back to the past, down in the ocean more than half a billion years ago. In addition to famous creatures such as giant shark or giant marine reptiles you have seen in the previous video, it's an extremely peculiar creature called Animalocaris. With the appearance of this animal look quite scary, like a hybrid between shrimp and centipede. The tentacles protruded from his face, each with rather sharp teeth measuring up to 1 meter, coupled with insatiable appetite, while also a nightmare for many period creatures there. For today's shrimp, it mainly eat plankton and organic sludge for food only. And next, let's immediately discover how shrimps have reproduced and maintained, and also how majestic shrimps fans are. Second, how do shrimp spawn? Despite the diversity of species, shrimp species have quite similar reproduction method. Accordingly, shrimp that reproduce by sexual method is mating between male and female shrimp. The spawning season of shrimp usually occurs in late fall, and the female will carry the eggs until they hatch in early spring. After mating, the female shrimp carries eggs on the face, lower abdomen. All eggs are linked together and kept at the bottom of the belly to avoid falling from the mother's womb during open pregnancy. Thus, female shrimp spawn at about 1,600 and 2,000 eggs at a time. The interval between spawning is about 15 to about 20 days, and when the eggs are ready for release, the female will lay eggs in protected areas in their habitat, such as finding a safe burrow. After birth, the young develop into larvae into 3 months, or depending on the shrimp family, it can be about 10 to 15 days shorter. When the shrimp is done laying, the eggs hatch into larvae, and then the larvae leave the mother to live independently and develop through molting times. However, especially with the tongue, they will stay to care for the juveniles in the burrows until they are 8 weeks old or undergo tumult before the young can take care of themselves and then leave. From the larva stage to adulthood, shrimp molt at least 13 times to increase their size like the crab family. Of course, during adulthood, the number of baby shrimp also becomes a delicious meal, healthy for aquatic carnivores, so even if the number of eggs laid reaches several thousand, the survival rate is not much. Therefore, to ensure the productivity as well as to meet the demand for shrimp everywhere, people have built a very methodical shrimp farming business model with clean hygiene rules. These farms bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in profit for farmers. And have you ever wondered how to grow up everyday shrimp have to go through the molting process, and why do they have to molt? Let's find out together. Third, the painful molting process of shrimp. In the animal world, you must have heard of many species that have molting mechanism to grow day by day, like a snake shedding its old skin to regenerate a new better skin, or like butterflies go from an ugly caterpillar to puppy and then strap themselves into a beautiful butterfly. And of course, shrimp's no exception. For crustaceans just as shrimp or crab, the molting process is repeated over and over throughout their life. Molting is meant to help shrimp grow in weight and body size. When it's too young, the molting process will take place many times. Each time is separated by a very short time, but as shrimp grow older, the molting period between times will be longer. The molting process of a shrimp would take place in the following sequence. The old shell between the cephalothorax and the ventral part is first torn off to allow the head to separate from the anterior shell. The shrimp then bends the entire body gradually so that the abdominal appendage and posterior appendage will draw from the old shell. And all the molting process of shrimp takes place in a period of 20 to 30 seconds to a few minutes depending on the type. When first molting, the shrimps become extremely soft and weak. For the new shell to become strong, it takes about 7 days or even long depending on the species. the new shell become too tight, they continue to peel again to donate size and body weight. In general, each makeover is a painful one. Just as we humans want to be successful, we have to go through life-tough challenges. Therefore, you should always strive to preserve to look forward to a better future. So do you know that shrimp relatives have strange shrimp species? Let's explore the next part. Fourth, the world's strangest shrimp species. The first on this list is the fairy shrimp, also known as the fairy shrimp. This is an extremely eye-catching and colorful shrimp. According to research, fairy shrimp had the scientific name of Anastraga, which originated about 200 million years ago, at the same time as dinosaurs in the prehistoric period. Equally impressive with this family are the shrimp procrambers, also known as ornamental shrimp. Procram usually raised with three basic colors: alien green, white, red Japan, and variants line that can change the color. It's a product that have a lot of hobbyists fall in love. Procam is a gentle, easygoing, gregarious species, so they can eat most other fruit. In addition, the most unique is small, fresh shrimp with the scientific name of Physocaris sp, which used to be raised with divers in Indonesia. With a string green color, only about 30 millimeters long, it looks quite lovely. This shrimp is so tiny it's not even the size of a grain of rice. Unique is the shrimp of the clear body see through the internal organs called gut shrimp. The shrimp species specialize in eating carrion, contributing to cleaning up the environment. Or like them, the shrimp family also has a colorful lobster when it has a brilliant, colorful plumage and is considered the most beautiful lobster on the planet. And not only that, in the lobster family, there are also blue lobster, red lobster, yellow lobster, albino lobster, and even lobster that have two colors, black and orange. The rate of catching these rare shrimp is extremely difficult when in millions of shrimps. There's only one like that, so the price is not cheap at all. And if you're most impressed with the shrimp mentioned above, please leave a comment right down in the comment section below. Next, let's learn about shrimp with an extremely scary punch. Fifth, shrimp Thanos had a death snap. And the pistol shrimp, also known as the percussion shrimp, the mantis shrimp, which people also give it a beautiful name, Thanos shrimp, because just one flick of his claw seemed to make the opponent easily defeated. This shrimp species possesses an extremely impressive appearance along with super fast movement speed. The most terrible thing is that it's extremely high quality and dangerous claws. In particular, the large claw is used at a heavy gun to emit high intensity sound to shoot the prey. It sounds a bit exaggerated, right? But scientists have proven it. Accordingly, this large claw will hunt by creating a balloon that explodes at a speed of up to 97 kilometers per hour, creating an explosion of up to 218 decibel, louder than sounds of a powerful rifle. When the bubble burst is generating heat up to 4,427 degrees Celsius, 4 times hotter than the lava. Heat is dissipated at a rapid rate, so it has no lasting effect on the large animal, but is enough to stun them. And as for the smaller shrimp and fish without 2 meters, and can even destroy small glass jars. So too we are right. More frightening, humans have recorded the shrimp species that messed up the US Navy defense plans during World War II when they gathered in large swarm. But something may could disturb equipment, contacted by sound wave placed underground, and is animal that causes a lot of noise in the sea. In the present time, Thanos shrimp is also very useful because it can help scientists create a clean energy source. What a deadly natural sounds gun, right? Fortunately, the species is small but large. This is the end of the marine species, and not stopping there. Right now, it is a species of shrimp that even humans have to fear. Six, the most dangerous shrimp in the world. You know, in the market, especially the online one, there was a live crayfish, also known as a red crayfish. Shrimp species that was being sold widely on the online market, causing a string fever because it's advertised as very delicious, nutritious, and not expensive. However, it's surprising that crayfish is recorded as the most dangerous shrimp in the world because of its omnivorous characteristic. They often live and crawl on the bottom, have extremely high tolerance and adaptability. Even so, it still lives like lived. The scary thing is that it also causes great harm to rice, aquatic animals such as shrimp and fish with strong red claws. They can cut through the hard rust stem, eating all the young shoot. They also crawl very quickly, reproduce very well, so they quickly spread widely and are difficult to destroy. And yet, there are also transmission hosts, spreading many kinds of diseases into the environment, causing the surrounding environment to be destroyed. Moreover, their habit of burrowing up to 2 meters deep is also cause of damage to duct system and irrigation work. Therefore, in many countries, this crayfish species have been included in the list of alien species, dangerous to biodiversity, banned for the importation. Crayfish has also been reported as an invasive species in China, Japan, Egypt, Mexico, France, Italy, Portugal, or Spain. However, crayfish are abundant in China because of the vast land condition. There are many natural waterways that do not cultivate crops, so it's not fair to label the shrimp the most dangerous shrimp in the world today, right? And it's not surprising. Right now is the species of shrimp with tremendous endurance. 7. Shrimp live in the volcano. So hot scorching volcano where creature can survive here because usually the common type of shrimp will live in the sea, river banks, or like estuaries or lake. However, the reality shows that very marine environment has a species of shrimp that adapt and lives even in the vent of the ocean floor. Here, the tectonic plates more away from each other. Geothermally heated water escapes from the cracks. This creates a harsh environment for more than 1400 degrees Celsius. The temperature is too much for both humans and animals to bear. When the scientists arrived at the hydrothermal vent, they found it teeming with life. Located at a depth of about 2,300 to 4,900 centimeters, Cayman Rice is said to be the hottest place in the world. Here, thousands of round crazed hibiscus crawfish were found into hydrothermal vents more than 19 kilometers apart. They hang around vent in steaming volcanic zones on the seafloor. What is impressive is that they have a transparent, pure white body about 3 centimeters in length. In extreme condition, this shrimp species can live in a group of about 2,000 per square meters around crater more than 6 meters high. It's true that no matter how harsh the environment is, we gradually change to adapt to life. And dear friends, recently we have learned and discovered a lot of thrilling, interesting, and equally surprising things about shrimp. Which one do you feel surprised the most? Please leave a comment to share your view and thought and let me know what you think. If you like the video, don't forget to give Wildlife Adventure a like, subscribe to the channel to always be the first to follow the latest and greatest video from Wildlife Adventure every day. Thank you for watching the video, and now say goodbye. I see you in the next video.